You have no idea what is to come. What will your teacher be like? Your classmates? Will you have the same classmates? Or will you have new peers that you've never seen before? How large will the classroom be? What supplies will be needed for the class? Will the teacher make the room hot or cold? What kind of things will I learn this year? Will it be the same things from the year before? Or brand new things that have never crossed my path? The questions you must have walking through the building. Maybe seeing new faculty and decor on the walls. Your heart is beating harder as you reach the door with your teacher's name on the side with the room number. There might even be some other decor on the door. You see other students outside the door, either standing or sitting on the hard floor. The chatter of what they did over the summer, or maybe predictions of what the teacher will be like. The hall monitors pacing the halls, asking students to keep their voices down or stay near their appointed classrooms. I know this feeling even today myself as a teacher. I remember being nervous about the new teachers and whether I would have new peers around me or the same ones from the year before. I remember my first day as a teacher altogether, seeing the nervousness in my new students' faces as they entered the room. Hearing them quietly say hello and take a seat assigned to them after checking their schedules. The bell rang, and you could hear a pin drop in the room. It was so quiet. Knowing what I wanted to say had gone blank, though keeping a smile on my face and thinking back when I was in their shoes. Nervous about the teacher or maybe the school itself. Again, I remember the exact feeling. Though as the days, weeks, and months progress, you grow accustomed to the classroom, your peers, and teacher. You're learning new things every day, and the procedures are engraved into your mind. You may know the classroom like the back of your hand, and even made some new friends with your classmates. And then there is the teacher, encouraging you every day to always do your best, and is there to help you every step of the way. From teaching the proper way to solve an equation, or how an author created a tone in a story. Maybe even teaching something not even from the plan. Jim Henson once said, "Kids don't remember what you try to teach them, they remember what you are." Thinking on this quote, I remember the teachers I had when I was only a student myself. Not only my school teachers, but Sunday school teachers as well. I remember many of them having such an impact on me that I don't think I will ever forget them. It is because of them I became a teacher myself and the person I am. One day while in 8th grade, my language arts teacher had asked to see me before school. I was so scared, thinking maybe I had done something wrong and was being punished for it. I walked into the room and she held up a test that we had taken the day prior. She asked how I felt about it. I didn't know how to respond since it was something that was unexpected. Guess it was a progression check or FCAP practice, and I wasn't sure. She told me I was retaking it. When I asked her why, she looked me in the eyes and told me this. She told me, "Because I know you can do better. You're a smart girl, Foster, and I believe in you." I remember her giving me a hug of encouragement. I work with that teacher today, and others who I am thrilled to say, have also made an impact on my career decision. That is why I chose to become a teacher. I wanted to see students become inspired and make an impact on another student's life, just like my previous teachers did. To see them grow into the young adults they will become and see what they take from what they learned. Now they may not remember what was fully taught in the classroom, but they will remember the person who taught them. They will remember the impact. They will remember the impact the teacher made on them. During my first year, I had a student who would come to my class on occasion late, and this time she was crying.
Pulling her out, she explained with tears everything that had happened throughout the year, and she was at a breaking point. I did not know what to say, but told her to let it out, and she can tell me. She then hugged me and thanking me for listening to her and how she wouldn't have shed this to anyone else because she felt they would have not cared at all. At the end of the school year, she came to my class one last time to say goodbye. She thanked me for being an amazing teacher, and she would visit me. Another moment I realized I made an impact was when the students were signing yearbooks. I remember the excitement when I was at that age. The students brought them to me to sign, and I was happily signing, saying, "Best wishes in high school." Later, my students brought me a piece of paper folded. I could see the marker through the folds and got curious. They stood there anxious. I opened the paper and I nearly cried. On the paper was signatures and well wishes from my first year kids. Many of them saying I was amazing and made the class fun, a subject they normally dreaded, but now enjoyed it. I read it over and over again. I took the time to look over the summer, and it keeps encouraging myself as a teacher and that I am doing my job correctly. Not only teaching a subject to these students, but being someone in their lives that have impacted them in a positive way. To those of you starting school for the first time, or maybe starting a new chapter in middle school, high school, maybe even college, I know you might be nervous for the days to come, knowing that summer is over and you will be back in the classroom again. To the teachers who may be returning to their old rooms or even starting in a new school, you make some of the greatest impacts in this world. You are not only the ones who teach us the subjects of math, English, and history. You teach us about life and encourage us to keep going and follow our dreams. Robert Frost said, "I am not a teacher, but an awakener." You awaken the minds of the students around you, have them think outside the box and go out of their comfort zones. We do not only teach a subject, but we teach morals and ways a student can think about something, bring another perspective on a topic, or encouraging new ideas to be conceived and maybe even brought to fruition. Go into this upcoming school year with open minds, positive thoughts, and kind hearts. Here is to the 2019-2020 school year.